Hello everyone, welcome back to CSC Core Concepts in my series of machine learning algorithms. In my earlier video, I have discussed a type of hierarchical clustering, that is agglomerative hierarchical clustering. In this video, I am going to discuss about divisive hierarchical clustering, which follows a top-down approach. Now, if you go through my earlier video, we have discussed in brief that how does the divisive clustering work. That is, all the sets are considered, all the data points are considered as one cluster, and further, as we move from top to bottom, we go on dividing them into smaller clusters. So now let me demonstrate you how does the Diana approach works. Let us consider that I have 5 data points, and in this matrix you can see the distance between each of the data points is being written. So let us say, for example, like from A to B the distance is 9, from B to C it's 3, 6 and 11, like this. Okay. So these are the 5 data points, and so initially, since it is Diana, we consider that all of them belong to the same group, that is CL, that is cluster. Now we have to go on dividing them further. So let's consider that I am making two groups. First group is Ci and second group is Cj. So initially Ci will consider contain all the data points, that is Cl, and Cj will contain only a null. Okay, because we say all of them are only in Ci. So what we have to do is that we have to find out the average dissimilarity among the clusters, and whichever value is maximum, that data point, that is which is most dissimilar than the other points, that data point we have to pick up and put it in Cj. So let's see how to compute the dissimilarity of objects in Ci. So average dissimilarity of A, if I want to compute it as 1 by 4. Now why I am saying 1 by 4? Because apart from A, how many elements are there? B, C, D and E. 4 elements are there, right? So multiplied by distance between A to B, A to C, A to D and A to E. So what is the distance between A to B? That is 9 plus 3 plus 6 plus 11. Okay, so it comes out to be 29. So 29 divided by 4, the value which I am getting is 7.25. If I want to compute the average dissimilarity of B, I will say the distance between B to A plus B to C plus B to D plus B to E. So 9 plus 7 plus 5 plus 10 divided by 4. So it also comes out to be some 7.75. Same way I am going to compute the average dissimilarity of C, which comes out to be 5.25, D that is 7 and E that is 7.75. Now here I can find out that who is the maximum value, that is 7.75 is maximum, but it is shared by two data points, that is B and E. So any one of them I can choose randomly. So let's say we have chosen B. Okay, so what we have to do here is that we have to take out B from Ci and put it in Cj. So now your two clusters are being formed. The first cluster contains 4 elements A, C, D and E, and the second cluster contains only one element, that is B. In the second iteration, again I am going to compute the dissimilarity in Ci, but here along with Cj also, that is, now apart from A, how many elements are there in Ci right now? Only 3, right? That is, B has separated, so C, D and E. So it is 1 by 3 multiplied by distance between A to C, A to D and A to E, minus 1 by 1 into distance between A to B. You have to consider the distance between the points of the two clusters also. Now why it is 1 by 1? Because Cj contains only one element. So this comes out to be around minus 2.33. Similarly, dissimilarity of C, if I compute same way, how do I compute dissimilarity of C? That is 1 by 3 into distance between C to A, C to D, C to E minus 1 by 1 distance between C to B. Okay, so that is also coming as minus 2.33. For D it is coming out as 0.67 and E is 0. So among these 4 values, who is the maximum? D is maximum, that is 0.67, and it is the only positive value. So we are going to remove D from Ci and put it in Cj. So here two clusters are being formed. One is having three elements A, C and E, and the next cluster is having two elements B and D. In the third iteration, let us compute again the dissimilarity of A, that is 1 by 2, because apart from A only two elements are there, C and E. So 1 by 2 into distance between A to C and A to E minus half. Now why here it is 2? Because now there are two elements in Cj. So minus half distance between A to B and A to D. So this value comes out to be 0.5. Dissimilarity of C comes out to be minus 13.4 and E is minus 2.5. So you can observe here that none of these points are positive, all three of them are negative. So this indicates that we have to stop dividing them into clusters. So major two groups are being formed. One contains ACE and another contains B and D. Now we need to find out whether this Ci has to be further divided or not. Okay, it can form. So to decide whether Ci has to be further divided or Cj has to be further divided, we are going to compute the diameter of Ci and Cj. So how to compute the diameter of Ci and Cj is that, okay, what is the maximum distance value in this cluster? So Ci contains three elements A, C and E. So we are going to compute the distance between A to C, A to E and C to E. So A to C is 3, A to E is 11 and A to E, C to E is 2. What is the maximum value among them? 11. Okay, fine. Now compute the diameter of Cj. It has only two elements, so we are going to have, that is the maximum distance in that cluster, that is 5. Now among 11 and 5, which one is greater? 11 is greater. This indicates that C1 will be considered for further division. So Ci will be considered for further division. So Ci contains three elements A, C, E and E. So again we have to compute the dissimilarity of Ci. Now you forget about that Cj, that has already formed an individual cluster B and D. So it has no connection with this cluster right now. Now we are again restarting Ci with three elements A, C and E, and again our Cj set is null. Okay. So what is the dissimilarity of Ci? That is half, because apart from A there are only two elements C and E. So half into distance between A to C plus C to E. Right. Sorry, A to E. So it is coming as 7. Dissimilarity of C is 2.5 and E is 6.5. What is maximum? A, that is 7. So 7 is going to come out of Ci and it is going to form another cluster, that is Cj. Okay, so this way you can form the clusters. Now again you can, so now we have one cluster Ce and one compute is A. Now you can compute the dissimilarity again of Ci, which contains two elements C and E, that is the dissimilarity of C is now minus 1 because it is also considering the new element A in Cj. Okay, so here same approach, you can compute the dissimilarity of E, that is distance between D to E to C minus 1 by 1 distance between E to A. Okay, since C of j has an element, you have to compute that also. The value is minus 9. Since both the dissimilarities are negative, this indicates that you have to stop dividing them further. So now how many clusters are formed? The first cluster Ci, let's say that is C and E. Second is B and D. And third is A. So if you consider all the elements, in Diana we consider all the elements in the first cluster. Then as I divide, I got two clusters, that is A, C and E, and one forming B and D. Then the diameter of this cluster said that it can be divided further. So we divided it further into A and another as C and E. So how many clusters we got here? 1, 2 and 3. Now you can also compute, you can compute the diameter of CE and BD, and again you can find out which one you can go for. So let's see if we can go further. Like, let's say, what is the distance between C to E? Okay, so for the distance between C to E is 2, and the next cluster was B to D. So the distance between B to D is 5. Okay, so we may further divide this cluster, that is B to D. Okay, so if you want to divide again this cluster B to D, what will you do? You will compute the dissimilarity between B and D. Okay, so what is the dissimilarity? You will compute how? 1 by 1 into distance between B to D. Okay, so what is the distance between B to D? Again, you will come up to the same value, right? So it does not make any sense since there are only two elements. Understood? So this way you can further go on dividing the cluster, and this is how you can perform the divisive clustering approach, that is Diana. In my next video, I am going to discuss about a very interesting clustering algorithm, that is DB-scan algorithm, that is a density based clustering of data. Okay, so don't forget to like, share and subscribe to CSE Core Concepts for more such informative videos. Thank you.